The remake of Resident Evil 4 has been out for months now and is easily one of the contenders for the best games of 2023. I and many others sing its praise as it's one of the best remakes that the franchise has gotten so far. Resident Evil 4 Remake brings a lot of new things to the table for this game. But although the change we'll be talking about is kind of small in comparison to the story, it's a fair one to bring up, and that is the changes on the relationship between Leon Kennedy and Ada Wong. Ever since they first met in Raccoon City, Leon Kennedy has been seen as kind of a simp for Ada Wong. As although Ada has been constantly lying and manipulating him, he's been really cool with it every time they meet. But the remakes are showing that Leon is putting his foot down and showing Ada, no more, I'm not doing this. So let's talk about their past relationship and the state of their relationship now in the remakes. Ada Wong meets Leon Kennedy in the RPD police station during the Raccoon City crisis.
Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. For your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where are you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Leon ends up stumbling onto someone Ada was looking for, Ben Bertolucci, a media press guy who had information that Ada needed on the virus.
Get me the fuck out of here!
Oh my god. Who is that?
It's just me. So you can put that thing away.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation.
So what he said was true? Hey, you can't keep walking away from me. I don't even know your name. I'm Leon Kennedy.
Find a way out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk. Name's Ada.
After re-meeting with Ada, Leon talks about how he wants to commit to helping Ada take down Umbrella Company, as they are responsible for causing the G-Virus and the death of his fellow officers. He sees it as a moral obligation to finish what they couldn't. Although it's not his fault, and the Raccoon City Police Department told him to stay away, Leon felt obligated to be there and help people, which is why he feels so bad that when he did decide to show up, it was all too late. Being unable to help his boss or many other of the civilians in Raccoon City stuck with Leon as a person, and would later fuel his motivations in Resident Evil 4. But back in the topic of Resident Evil 2, Ada and Leon then go and continue their journey to some place called The Nest, an underground laboratory owned by Umbrella under Raccoon City. When Leon splits up from Ada, he meets Dr. Annette Birkin, who informs Leon that Ada Wong has been working as a mercenary for an underground company, taking the virus to sell it to bidders.
Just tell me you'll destroy that G sample.
No, it's evidence. It's going to the FBI.
You trust that bitch?
What's that supposed to mean?
She's not FBI. She's a mercenary. She's gonna sell it. The G-Virus is gonna go to the highest bidder.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I hope you're right.
With the information given by Annette, Leon goes to check if Ada truly was on his side.
No, we make a good team. I gotta ask you something.
Way's clear. Please, tell me you got it.
Oh, I got it.
me verify the G sample and we get the hell out of here.
Before we do that, I ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI.
Oh, Leon. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample?
Because I realized, as much as I wanted to trust you, I didn't.
I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this.
So that's all this was. I was just some pawn to you,
Look, I'm just doing my job.
and I'm doing mine, so drop that damn gun! I'm taking you in.
Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't want to hurt you.
And you shoot me. But I don't think you can.
No one gets that sample now.
Hold on. I think I can.
Forget it.
Shut up, I've got you.
It's not worth it.
Don't do this.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
No!
And this is the last Leon sees of Ada up until fall of 2004.
Can't believe I actually miss her.
And this is when it starts to get really weird for this relationship, because instead of them developing it further, they further set it back. And this is where the phrase, "if it's not Wong, it's wrong," came from, because Leon seems really cool with Ada doing all this bad shit. Nothing happens with Ada Wong as a character, and they rinse and repeat the same thing again. Ada Wong shows up, is lying to Leon, takes bad virus, and goes sells it. And Leon is just absolutely cool with it. In RE4, he was more trying to flirt with Ada than stop her, and in RE6, you don't even want to talk about RE6. It was terrible. There was so much with Ada that wasn't even solved in RE6. Why is she driving the submarine naked? What's her deal with Simmons? And why did she destroy the evidence that would have proven her innocence when another person was committing crimes in her name? And it doesn't matter how many experiences Leon has and just knows Ada is a really bad person. He still gets puppy-eyed seeing her and defends her and lets her get away every time. It's just such a bad cycle for these two that never sees an end. That just makes it unbearable to watch. But at least in Resident Evil 4, as they change the timeline for the remakes, it seems that Leon is finally putting his foot down. To really understand this, let's look at the differences between the two opening cutscenes between the original Resident Evil 4 and the remake, and see what's changed.
1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the acclaimed mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished. Six years have passed since that horrendous incident.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky. I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me. But at least I kept my mind off everything. If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
Right off the bat, we can already see the differences between Resident Evil 4 Original and Resident Evil 4 Remake. The original is a more general idea of what happened in the city, the basic explanation of the G-Virus, Umbrella's involvement, and the destruction of Raccoon City. But in the remake, we get a more personal recap of Leon's life, his trauma, what happened after Raccoon City, and what stayed with him as a person. Leon's central theme in the remake is that things have to be different. Leon still carries the burden of the death of so many people that he couldn't save, that it stuck with him till now. It's even in aspects of the gameplay that Leon still holds Raccoon City close to his heart. Leon even still uses the exact same knife given to him by his boss Marvin, and it's been his go-to knife ever since. It adds a lot more depth to Leon's character that he'll never forget, and that he'll always keep trying to do the right thing. And it shows when he meets Ada again. From the very beginning of their reunion, Leon makes it very clear that he has no intention of trusting Ada. He knows the kind of person Ada is and won't fall for the same trick twice. In the original, Leon and Ada don't share much dialogue to keep her mysterious, but look at how they interact in the remake.
Very smooth.
So who are you working for this time?
Oh, Leon. You know I don't work and tell. Leave the girl. She's lost no matter what. You walk away now, and who knows? Maybe you'll live to meet me again. And then I might get you that greeting you were looking for.
You think I'm gonna give up that easy?
Right. How about we continue this discussion another time?
Even as the story progresses, Leon always keeps an eye on Ada, as he knows she can be really distrustful. Even when Ada helps Leon, Leon keeps an eye open, as he doesn't know where she's been and who she's working for.
Leon, there's only time to say this once, so listen up. They took your friend to the top of the clock tower. If you hurry, you might get there before she turns into one of them.
So you aren't heartless after all. I guess I should be thankful?
Yeah, you should.
And additionally, the boat scene, which was a new addition to the game, fleshes out Leon and Ada's relationship more than RE6 ever did, as both of them attempt to catch up and recap what they've done for the past 6 years apart.
You look like you've got something to say.
I have something to ask you. But I don't think I'll get a straight answer. Raccoon City. You know, after the incident, the world changed. You try to save one person, 100 others die. I guess I changed too.
You? Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed. You just think you have.
So here's my question. Have you changed, Ada? Or are you just trying to use me again?
What do you think? We're here.
The final scene with Ada and Leon changes the story dramatically in terms of their relationship. Where in the original, Ada jumps and leaves Leon behind, Ada offers Leon a chance in the remake to go with her, in which Leon declines.
Ride's here. You coming?
I think we both know this. It's where we go our separate ways.
This showing that Leon knows the games Ada plays and doesn't want a hand anymore. Thus, most likely changing how the remakes will treat Ada and Leon's relationship. Some may like the cheesy romance, but to me, I feel like this personally went nowhere. And for the remake to have Leon fully change his views is something that's very welcome.